negotiating deals.
Find me some shit, I'm stunning in this bitch, stunning in this bitch, everything legit.
I want me a meal to see just how.
Rebels, ha ha, everything legit with Wise and Pitt. You know it's real if they said it.
You are now listening to Rebels Radio with Wise and Pitt.
Yes, sir, my boy. Welcome to another episode, Everything's Legit podcast, man. Checking in live from Rebels Radio. It's your boy Wise on the check-in.
Checking in with your boy Pitt. You already know we done made it back around another episode.
You already know how this gets down, my boy.
Yeah.
Man, another week, another dope episode on the way. But how you feeling, my boy? How's everything? How's your headspace? What's up with you, boy?
I'm good, bro. I mean, like I said, we done made it back around. I'm happy to see you. Happy to be here with you. And, you know, we just going to do what we do. Get these people what they're looking for.
Yes, sir. You already know. You already know. Give them that release. Give them that entertainment, man. Man, it's been a wild week, obviously for obvious reasons. Reasons we ain't even gonna turn this podcast into.
Yeah.
But start with some music, man. Any new music you've been tapped into? What's anything you've been listening to?
There's some things that were new to me. I finally listened to the Trey songs. That was dope.
Yeah. You like that one?
Yeah, I like that one. I like the Trey.
Yeah.
I listened to the Marion. I listened to the Mario, yeah. And I hear what people saying about that too. Like, it's good that it was an EP because you can't really see him going where he's gonna go much further after that. So
really, I gotta listen to it.
Yeah. And I mentioned Omarion, and I did try to listen to that, but I couldn't. It wasn't. Nah, it wasn't. It wasn't where it was at for me.
Really?
Yeah.
Omarion don't make bad albums. I'm surprised to hear that.
Yeah.
How deep into it did you get?
I think I got like. Matter of fact, what happened was I was listening to the Mario, and because it was so short, it automatically threw me into like this Omarion. And I looked down and I noticed that it was the new album. So I'm listening to this one song and I'm like, oh, this is okay. So I was like, let me go to the album. I get to the album, you know, I start playing it from the top. And I'm like, okay. Like, it was a lot of those, you know, this song is all right. I'm not gonna skip it. but I'm not gonna come back to it either. Like, there was a lot of those. And that was that. Of course, the Busta Rhymes.
All right.
Busta Rhymes project is fire.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that. I've listened to that a few times. I actually got a few people that want to have a discussion with me about that album, just about how dope it is. And, you know, I think he got a track on there with is it Buju? He got a track with on there?
Yep.
Yeah. And that's dope, you know, especially Busta tapping into his heritage, his Jamaican culture.
Yeah.
That was dope.
He always reminding us that hip hop started
in
Jamaica. So he's been pushing that narrative. Well, not narrative because it's a fact, but he been pushing that line since he got in the game. But sticking true to that, yeah, that's a dope track. The one with him and Buju.
Yeah, Busta album was really dope. It's something for everybody on that. Like, you know, it's something for those
deep thinkers.
Yeah, it's something for everybody. Like the stuff that we would have a few years ago went to Lupe for. Like, he got some of that on there too. So
that's interesting. You said that.
Yeah. But I'm more excited. I'm more excited about the music that's coming from home right now. Like, bro, this last couple weeks, bro, I'm proud. I'm proud of Broward County. I'm proud. I'm proud of the music that's coming out of there. I'm proud of the moves that's being made.
Hey,
I'm proud.
it's a man, it's like so, a couple weeks ago me and you was talking and we kept talking about how Kodak being forced to sit down and how a lot of individuals they'll wait until he come home to want to make moves, but there ain't enough to go around because he's taking up all the splash. It's like now is the time when you need to be putting in that work, when you need to be dropping that fire music, need to be getting heard, need to get seen because, and but it just seems like people getting it. You know what I'm saying? It seems like the artists are picking it up. Everybody's creating, everybody's dropping. It's dope. You right.
Yeah, bro. Like last couple weeks, I've heard AG Almighty 2020 Vision.
Yeah. Dope track. Dope track.
Dope track. Gregory Goldwire got a for sure hit before we go.
Yeah, you put me onto that.
The visual is dope. Everything about it is dope. His flow is dope. The hook is dope. Oh man, bro. That's another one of them. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm proud of that. Of course, classic Elephant in the Room, Audio Experience, and then Love for Sale.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Nova King, Roe, and Lil Soldier Slim.
Yeah.
The was it From the Bottom?
From the Bottom. Yep.
That's another dope
visual
track.
Dropping on
so
Friday, much. So it's gonna be a movement behind that track. It's gonna get some play because I was even I went to Lil Soldier Slim page just to see the temperature around that track and what his people were saying about it. And I seen a lot of his comments, a lot of his fans talk about this the best song on the track. But not only that, I seen a lot of people talking about how just on that particular song they hear the growth in him. They hear a different type of rapping in him, a different type of tone. To me, that had a lot to do with if you on a track with an artist like Ro, you gotta come differently because Ro will take over that track. His voice alone will do that. So if you're not coming with, quality work and Ro with the voice and the talent come with it, boy, you're in trouble. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So just to see under his comments and just to hear his fans acknowledge that, yo, you've gotten better. But to know that Ro helped in that development, that's a dope track, bro.
Mm-hmm. And who else? Oh, Super Saiyan. Super Saiyan. It's been out for a minute now. Dance.
Yeah.
But that one right there, like he got a real fun style.
He do
when he raps. He's very, very super creative.
Yeah.
And it's like his potential. I didn't realize it when I first started hearing about him, maybe 6-7 years ago. But recently I've been following him more closely. He's talented. He's a talented dude. Like playing instruments. He's funny. You know what I'm saying? And the man can flow. The man got a flow. Like it's wild, bro.
He consistent too, bro. Like he one of the ones that me talk about when I always say, I jump on Instagram and one of the first things I see, Savannah, him, because he always dropping freestyle in his car or somewhere where, he just has an opportunity to do it. He don't miss a beat. He consistent.
Yeah. Yeah, and then outside of that music, we got new Kodak coming this week coming. We got new Kodak, Bill Israel.
Mm-hmm. Play on words, play on the title.
Yeah, and we got the track list for that.
Yeah, what you think about that track list?
Track list is dope. Like I'm in here. Of course, anytime Tory Lanez name is brought up nowadays, it's brought up with some controversy or something, but there's a Tory feature on there. Mm-hmm. I'm excited about that.
Tory and Jack Boy.
Tory and Jack, boy. So
That's dope. That's dope to see Kodak put Jack Boy in that position because, you know, regardless of how you may feel about Jack Boy's music, his consistency, he been holding it down.
Oh
So,
yeah. So that's dope. And it's some other stuff that I'm looking forward to. I've been seeing little hints of it.
like that Gucci Man feature, of course.
Yeah, of course. Kodak and Gucci always gonna knock.
Yeah, because that's the one dude that Kodak do respect. So
yeah,
and it's so crazy to hear me say this, just thinking about it. But I'm curious about the Lil Yachty feature because Lil Yachty does make some dope music, so that'd be interesting. Interesting feature, but interesting that you bring up that Kodak album because. You go to his page and you see the caption for this post, and it basically hints to Kodak dropping 2 projects.
Yeah, I was about to get to that.
I'm
glad you brought that up.
Yeah, it says from the projects about to drop back-to-back projects. Mm-hmm. So that's interesting.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Clearly, he was working before he got locked up, and they got a lot of vocals, and they piecing it together. He's supposed to be coming home 2022, so they gearing up all his music for 2021, trying to build that buzz back. So when he come home, it's a nice little, stimulus package waiting for him. But that's interesting. 2 projects.
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope. But we knew he was working. We knew he was gonna keep grinding. It's just a matter of how how it's put together, how it's packaged up for us now. Like he done did the work.
Yeah, he's still on that. Well, let me not disrespect it, but he's on that Bill. He's still on the Kill Bill thing, but he's still on the Black Jew thing because he's playing on the words. So to me, that's a little bit of Kanye West too, because remember that's what Kanye did. Kanye jumped into that lane. So it's interesting to see him play on that. Interesting to see how the music sounds on this. Just look at, like you said, look at the track list and look at the title of the tracks. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting fourth quarter.
Oh yeah, definitely. And as far as getting me, like I said, I'm super excited about the music that's coming out of Broward right now. And I know there's a few artists that I'm looking forward to because I know that they got some work ready, but I haven't really seen any. I haven't seen the real like, oh yeah, this is coming. All this new music is coming. I'm working. But I'm really looking forward to new Smoot. Honestly, I'm looking forward to new Smoot. Because I just
saw something with him in I just saw something with him in some new music. I thought I did.
I think he dropped a freestyle or something. But I think that freestyle, I think it was old. But okay. I know, Smoot just had a baby. He just had a baby girl. Congrats on that.
Sure
but like I always tell Smoot, like he's probably the hardest working artist in Broward.
Yeah.
And like Smoot would live in the studio for a whole weekend. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking forward to some new Smoot music. I know it's probably been difficult for him to even step away for so long, but like I said, he got his daughter now. He been in other places mentally, which is cool. Just looking forward to some new music from him.
I'm looking at his IG. One of the last posts that he put up about a month ago talked about it's a new track, been around. That's a feature he on. But more importantly, in the video, it looked like he hurt. He on crutches.
Yeah, I think he got in a car accident or something.
Yeah, okay. I knew something. That's right. You're right. That's what I knew something because I remember seeing something, And look, I can't remember what I remember, and if I remember, it's because it was something stood out, and that's what it was. Yeah. So shout out to him, and hopefully he healed up, and like you said, yeah, hopefully he gearing up, cause regardless of what we need that good quality music coming from us, cause there is artists from our city that will consistently drop music, but their music isn't good.
Right. Yeah, definitely.
It's a track that just came out last week. And it was a feature on it. And it was just like another wasted. This artist could get a feature. And every time he get a feature, it just sounds like a dud. So we need the artists that of the talent and the quality to keep doing that, keep giving us that energy, because we definitely need it, man. But yeah, it's a lot of.
And also, I know that you've been telling me about Chew gearing up.
Man, listen. It's about to be real different. It's about to be real. I'm just the vibe I'm getting. Just the growth, to see everything. You know what I'm saying? Just over the past 2-3 years, to see the transformation of him, see where he was at, see where he was. To see the grind. And now to see him putting it together, like he's literally piecing everything, like he's literally piecing it together. And when this come out, I got big expectations, man. Like I think he actually is starting to click with him, and he moving. And when it's time, I can't wait. That's the one of my most anticipated albums that I'm waiting for.
Yeah, me too. But like I said, there's a lot of new stuff coming out about.
Oh, too. We were talking about from the bottom track, Lil Soulja Slim, featuring Ro, but that track is actually from his new tape, Street Code 2.
Street Code 2, yeah.
So that's another dope project that just dropped. That man, he coming into his own too, man. Just to come from that tree that he from. And, when you come from a name like that, so well respected, it could be a hindrance or it could be a blessing, and just to see him take it and now he coming into his own, is dope. So Street Code 2, go get that, but go stream that from the bottom, featuring Ro, and go get that visual too, man. Shout out to Lil Soulja Slim, shout out to Ro. Everybody dropping music, man. Hey, also, 2 Chainz featuring my dog Big Latto.
Big Latto. I just watched the video, bro. I just saw the video. Quarantine Thick.
Listen.
Yes, sir.
Listen.
That video is everything Southern. If you.
Oh man.
We talking about grits.
Rebel.
We talking about grits,
Talking about grits. Hey, it's only a matter of time before Big Latto is one of the best rappers in the game.
She snapped on that track.
Snapped.
And
it's hard to do that on a track with that much 808, that much bass, with that content. It's hard to shine through on a track with 2 Chainz like that.
Yeah.
But she did.
Yeah.
And she flowed. Everything she said
she shined on that track.
Yeah. I understand that feature. Shout out to 2 Chainz for jumping on that, get on that early, cause she getting ready to do some. We talked about her last week having one of the biggest weeks around the BET Awards. She all right. She coming. She going in a minute. It's gonna be.
Yeah,
It's
she
gonna
getting
be
up there
thing.
quick too.
Yeah. Iceberg also dropped a new album.
I think I saw that.
Yeah.
I think I saw that.
Yeah, he I was having a conversation about him with somebody I respect, and they just had some interesting things to say about him and about his grind. But yeah, he just dropped a new tape, Power Over Popularity. So that's out right now. He just dropped that today. So that should take care of everybody from the home team. Some dope music that's out. Also, did you see that allegedly Rihanna has been working on music videos?
Yeah, I heard about that. I can't wait.
You do understand that I don't think there is no artist bigger than Rihanna.
I agree with that.
So when it's time for Rihanna to drop, everything stops.
And I also heard that Beyonce stepping away from music, so perfect timing.
I would too. Rihanna coming. She get ready. All this getting ready to get shut down.
Yeah.
All this getting ready to go. But I'm excited, man. They said she's been working on multiple music videos.
That's what's up.
So, man, that should be super dope. Speaking of new music and dropping new things, I don't even know how to even approach this, but did you see your boy is back on the quarantine radio?
Quarantine. Yeah.
My man said, all right, time to get back to it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Gotta kind of check the temp out there, you know what I'm saying, just to see.
That's what it felt like to me. That's what it felt like. It felt like it was to check the temperature, like to see if he's gonna get it, how many views he was gonna get, just to see if this is worth bringing back.
I think he's found that it was worth it.
Yeah.
That's what I think. And and he's also saying he about to flood us with some new music too. So if you don't like Tory because of whatever reason, you may want to stay off the internet for a little while.
And you know what the crazy thing is? Regardless if you agree with what he got going on or not, the new music that he's supposed to be dropping is in the R&B bag.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be hard to deny it,
Yeah, it is. They're gonna have to do what they do and just ignore it altogether. I won't be ignoring it. I'm looking for Tory.
You looking for him?
I'm looking for Tory.
Well, you about to get some. He said he coming. That's gonna be interesting. That's gonna be interesting to see how. Cause it looked like he's just in the mindset of I'm getting back to business.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. Just getting back to himself and just basically being like, forget all that other stuff. I'm gonna let them people do their job, and I'm gonna continue to do my job. And
yeah,
all I can do is respect that. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's out of your hands. Whatever happening over there, that's out of your hands. You let them people do their job. You let them do what they got to do.
Yeah, that's true. But we gonna see. It's a lot of new music out. it reminds me. I saw Chris Rock say something this weekend,
Mm.
and it reminds me of just as uniting as hip hop seems to be, it can also divide because that old head syndrome, the old head, the old man, get off my lawn. The older generations, they always have something negative to say about the younger generation and then turn around and then demand respect. And it's like, how do you expect them to give it to you when you saying things like, oh, these new artists don't take me on musical journeys. They don't make complete albums.
Mm.
And it's like, just this year alone, we've had Reason, 21 Savage.
Yeah.
My other man had just dropped. I can't even remember his name, but King Von. Shout out to King Von because I just saw he was in Atlanta, over just yesterday, and they said he got shot. He was in the shootout last night.
Nah.
Yeah. I woke up this morning and I saw somebody say something about him, and so automatically I already knew. I was like, when this person said that, I was like, oh, so I went to investigate, found out, and I was like, this can't be true. A couple hours later, come around that he was in Atlanta, but bumped into Quavo Rondo's crew. They got into it. Guns came out, shots fired. Apparently, one person's in critical condition, one person in stable condition. They ain't said which is which. His rumors going on. He got shot in the head, back, but I did see it. Expect him to make a full recovery. Who knows? But just hopefully he get better. But even his album was real dope that just came out. So you have all of these younger artists coming out dropping this dope music, and then you got this old head coming down, a legend, because that's what Chris Rock is.
Yeah.
But come down talking like that on the younger albums and then ask for the respect that you deserve. It's like you can't have it both ways. Just interesting to hear him say that and, feel that way.
It's one of those things where it just depends on, your resources. You have all these resources. You can go find the music that you want to listen to. You can go find what you're looking for. And maybe it's just me finding what I want. That most of the music that I'm listening to or that I find interesting does take me on a musical journey. I do get a musical experience, you know what I'm saying? I did get to experience the art. So it's just another case of somebody only looking at the mainstream and what's being pushed as opposed to
that's what it feels like to me.
Yeah, going and finding what you want. And
it's like somebody's still looking to the radio for
right.
a single when it's like, yo, everything's on the playlist now.
Right.
Like if you jump in your car and you still turn on the radio, it's kind of like, First thing I do when I jump in my car is I turn on my Bluetooth, turn on Tidal, turn on the playlist.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right about that.
So, to each his own, but that's a personal problem. That's a you problem. That's something you got to deal with within yourself.
Yeah, it's true.
Rebel.
Breaking news. I just saw.
What you got?
This is almost too good to be true.
Come on, bro. Run it. Let it go.
There has been a new Verzuz announced.
Oh, yeah?
There has been a new Verzuz announced.
Okay.
I want you to take a guess as to who you think it might be. Here. I'll give you a hint. Nope. Yeah, I'll give you a hint. The only hint I'm going to give you is it's a legendary group.
A legendary group. All right. So I saw a few days ago that Tim was hinting at a Jodeci Verzuz. So does this new Verzuz announcement involve Jodeci?
It does not involve Jodeci.
Oh, all right. So it doesn't involve Jodeci.
And furthermore, it does not involve R&B.
Oh, dang. Legendary group does not involve Jodeci, does not involve R&B at all. Legendary group.
Legendary.
Okay, so when you say group, this is more than a duo, right?
That's too much information.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. A group is a group.
A group
If
is
it's more
a
than one
group.
person, it's a group. Legendary.
I don't know. MOP?
That's if I came to you. If I came to you and I said, "Hey, this is life or death. I need you to tell these people who is a legendary group. My life is in your hands. You gonna guess MOP?"
Oh man, bro, look. I don't know, dog. I don't know. But no, to answer that last question, no, that would not be my guess. But I'm trying to think as far outside of the box because I know how they come up with these surprises, these curveballs.
Who would you think? Who would you want to see, but don't think it would happen?
Probably something like Dungeon Family and Wu-Tang.
You are very close on both.
I'm out of guesses, dog.
There is a confirmed rumor, or a rumor confirmed, Verzuz battle on the way.
Okay.
The biggest, most legendary group from the South, and the biggest, most legendary group from the East Coast. Outkast versus A Tribe Called Quest.
Yeah.
I was just searching my feed, and there talks about there is a confirmed Outkast versus A Tribe Called Quest versus On the Way. Heard it here
That's heavy,
first.
That's everything.
That's crazy. So you mean to tell me season 2 is supposed to be the change? It's supposed to be the new season.
Season 2, they up in the ante on us for real.
It's supposed to be T.I. versus Jeezy to kick off.
Mm-hmm.
And then Outkast versus ATCQ after. Man, I don't think it gets any better than that, man.
That's what I'm saying. Like, but we know that it
But
can.
you know it will.
We
know
we know that
will.
they'll figure out a way. Like,
you know it will. They gonna throw something else at us. You're gonna be like, how'd you even? We were just talking about how it feels like. Because now I'm curious as to how true this is and how confirmed this is. Because you and I, or me specifically, just said last week on how it feels like Outkast is kind of going in 2 different directions.
yeah.
So if you're going to have Outkast versus Tribe Called Quest, you better have 3 Stacks and Big Boy in the same room. I don't want to see Outkast with just Big Boy in there representing Outkast, like how they had 112 without all of 112.
Yeah.
No. We need Outkast. We need Big Boy. And this needs to happen in the Dungeon Studios.
That's
but
big though.
That is huge. Huge. And you also just mentioned how they said that there's rumored because Swizz was posting pictures of them a Jodeci Verzuz. And everybody wanted to see Jodeci versus Boys the Men. I was listening to Joe Budden podcast not too long ago, maybe about a month ago. And funny thing is, on the Joe Budden podcast, they called Sean Stockton. And so they had him on the phone. They were talking to him. And they straight up asked him how he felt about a Boys to Men versus Jodeci battle. He laughed. He said they ain't got enough. And he said that he didn't even think it would be even worth it, type of thing. He just Sean Stockton his way off of the ledge and, without all the way disrespecting him. But still, it's like, so that's gonna be interesting.
I think that I wouldn't. I want to see it. I would like to see that.
You want to see
Jodeci Boys and Men. I would like to see that. And I mean, I feel like they do have enough to put on a pretty entertaining versus battle. So we'll just see how that goes.
Yeah, that would be an interesting versus, but we still getting ready. We 2 weeks away from to me the biggest versus so far, T.I. versus Jeezy, in which Jeezy, I'm not making my prediction yet, so let me not go there. But it should be a good battle.
It will be a good battle.
It should be a great battle. It should be a legendary battle. And then the confirmed rumored A Tribe Called Quest versus Outkast battle. Should be dope, man. Should be real dope. Did you see the record that Drake's Take Care album just broke on Billboard?
I saw it, but I don't remember the numbers.
He has spent 186 weeks on Billboard. Take Care album for Drake, dropped in 2011, has now spent the most amount of weeks on Billboard charts.
That was a pretty dope album, though.
Take Care.
Yeah.
Do you feel like that's his best album?
We talking about Aubrey right now.
Talking about Aubrey.
Aubrey has a pretty impressive discography, bro.
He has a pretty impressive discography.
Do I feel like that's his best?
For that to spend 186 weeks on a chart, breaking Kenny G's Breathless album. So he broke one of the biggest and best pop albums ever. So Take Care has now spent the most amount of weeks. So that his here, do this then. Give me rank your top 5 Drake albums.
I think my favorite would be Nothing Was the Same. If You're Reading This, then I would probably say Take Care. Thank Me Later, and Views.
Okay.
Those would be my top 5.
From 1 to 5, that's your top 5.
From 1 to 5. How about you?
I'm gonna go the opposite direction.
Okay, you're gonna start with 5. All right.
At 5th, I'd put Scorpion.
Okay.
At 4th, I'd put Views. At 3rd, I'm putting What a Time to Be Alive.
I ain't even think about that one. I ain't even think about that one. That one was dope though.
Number 2, I'm putting Take Care. And number 1, I'm putting Nothing Was the Same. Nothing Was the Same is hands down my favorite Drake album ever.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's the way it is for most people.
Yeah.
Take Care had a lot of Take Care had a lot of dope.
Take Care had
hits.
A lot of heat. Oof, man, had a lot of heat.
Like, Take Care had hits though.
Yeah, it had that Ross. Oh man, woo! It had that Ross track. It had that Jay feature. Take Care was hard. It had that Wayne track. Take Care was hard.
Wasn't that? Didn't he have a Rihanna feature on there too?
Yeah. I think he might have had 2 Rihanna features on there.
Yeah, bro.
But if you're reading this, it's too late. Is like my 6th or 7th. I toss up between If You're Reading This, It's Too Late, and Thank Me Later for 6. For 6. But for Take Care to spend that many weeks on Billboard, that's impressive.
3 years, bro. Like,
so is Drake the greatest artist ever?
I think Drake is probably the biggest pop artist since the legend Michael Jackson.
So Drake is not a hip hop artist?
Drake is definitely a pop artist.
So is he not a hip hop artist?
I can't take that away from him. He's a great crossover. He does a lot of hip hop music, but I think his biggest music is pop music.
See, this is where I have an issue with that statement.
Okay.
What is pop music?
Okay. Drake has what's the song called? Oh, Take Care, right? The song with him and Rihanna?
Yeah, song with him and Rihanna. Take Care.
Take Care with Rihanna is a pop song. Now Drake also has the motto with Lil Wayne, and that's a hip hop song. Both are pretty big tracks, but I'm sure if we look up the numbers for the motto and look up the numbers for Take Care is blowing the motto out of the water.
That doesn't answer my question. What is pop music?
Okay, it literally means popular music.
Okay.
Popular meaning world popularity.
Okay. So what is pop music?
I just gave you an example and I gave you a definition. What do you need?
Pop music, popular pop music is not a genre. It's a category.
Okay.
Hip hop is pop music. Hip hop is the most popular genre in the world.
All right. Okay.
So
I see what you're saying.
So hip hop is pop music. So if Drake is the biggest pop artist and hip hop is pop music, what does that make Drake?
I mean, that could make him the biggest hip hop artist.
I mean, a lot of people try to discredit him because he sings, he harmonizes.
One thing I will never do personally is discredit him. I just feel like that's just like I personally feel like there's a difference between hip hop and rap.
Rap is a part of hip hop. Hip hop is the umbrella.
Yeah, hip hop and this rap. And just like, but see, I feel like pop is bigger than hip hop. But you said hip hop is the most popular music, so hip hop would actually be.
I don't see that
pop.
as a correlate. I don't correlate rap to hip hop like hip hop to pop music, because hip hop is the culture. Rap is what defines what the culture is.
All right. So
hip hop is the genre. Popular music is the description.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I can dig that. I can dig that.
Like for instance, and to me, I'll be getting a little deep, but to me,
it don't matter. We got time.
to me, this is where the whole when R&B, especially in the mid 90s, was getting snatched and stole from black, forget 90s, in the 80s and the 70s and the 60s, when R&B music was getting snatched from black artists, and they would take that sound and give it to white artists, and instead of calling it R&B, they called it
Blue Eyed Soul,
or man, that's the worst one. Or they coined it pop music. Like Britney Spears was a pop artist, but what genre of music is Britney Spears? Like it was R&B with a faster BPM and a white voice.
Okay.
You had artists like The Temptations, Earth, Wind and Fire, these type of artists making music, and then you had artists like the Beatles coming through trying to steal the sound, but then they coined it pop music. So now that that whole genre doesn't even, that whole lane doesn't even, like, think about that lane now, like that Britney Spears type lane. Who fills that lane now, right? Because remember at that time, especially around that time, it was a whole culture of them. It was Britney Spears, NSYNC, back. You remember
Christina
Christina
Aguilera.
Aguilera? They used to go crazy over these artists, Backstreet Boys, all of them. You know what I'm saying? All they did was took the flavor of Aaliyah, Blackstreet, Boys II Men, Jodeci. They took the formula and sped up the BPM, cleaned up the image, and gave it a white face. And so
You're right. I never thought about it like that. I never considered it in that way. You know what I'm saying? And that's I definitely understand what you're saying now. Like,
because and I
it's
think
it's kind of like how anything that they do when they take something, when they appropriate, they take it, they whitewash it, then they represent it, repackage it,
and repurpose it in here. And then what happens is the kids eat it up because now it's more friendlier, because Jodeci you can't sing Jodeci in front of your kids, but you can sing and sing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they figured out that little formula, and now here it is. Think about all the kids. Think about growing up. You used to see them commercials, the Kid Bop videos. That was all. They tried to really force that music down us. Like, yo, here's this Kid Bop. Here's this 25 when it was throwing out them 25 track song for 99 cents. Like, they were trying to force feed us that music, but that's what that was. Them taking that whole formula, repurposing it, and saying, yo, here it is. And it's like, so now that formula is dried up because by them doing that, it killed R&B music for the moment, right? So then when the real R&B died, when it wasn't an opportunity for them to take the sauce anymore because they done took all the sauce and they dried it up, what happened to that whole genre? That whole genre died because now if you think about it, it's only a handful of them even in that lane, and they don't even identify with that. Taylor Swift doesn't identify with that. Adele identifies more R&B than anything else. Sam Smith, they try to force Sam Smith into the R&B lane, but that's the same lane as the Britney Spears, the Backstreet Boys, the NSYNC. That's the same lane. But now that the source, the foundation, which is real R&B, y'all took from it and did whatever y'all did to it, and it's not the same anymore. That now whatever y'all built off of that is now no more. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why I'm happy now that real soul R&B is coming back around. Because you can't imitate her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And for a long time, for the last few years, we've been hearing a lot of real R&B. It ain't around no more. And now we're seeing it come back to the mainstream. Because it was there. We just had to dig a little bit deeper for it.
Yes.
But now it's coming back to the mainstream, and you got artists like her and Trey Songz still doing his thing, and Summer Walker, which is one of my favorites.
Summer Walker, Chloe, and what's her name? Beyonce's artist. Got Kehlani. Ariana Lennox. It's a and that's just, and even them, they're more mainstream. Because then you turn around, you got Don Toliver, you got Black. You know what I'm saying? So it's a plethora of R&B. If you really want it, it's out there. You just gotta go get it, and I love it. Like, I love that underground feel of R&B because now we get to enjoy it at its essence without somebody having to come through and try to snatch the sound and make it theirs.
Yeah. That's what's up, though. Like, just the resurgence of good music. I mean, it's been a good year.
Yeah.
It's been a good year for music, definitely.
Yeah, it has.
We just need to go ahead and close out strong. Got a few more weeks left in the fourth quarter. We already know we're not getting Aubrey until first quarter.
First quarter.
So,
Yep.
and then we know how that's gonna go after that.
Oh
Well,
man.
we have an idea.
I'm just reading. Dang, dog. I'm just reading. King Von just died.
Dang.
Wow. And
That's
I
wild.
just watched the interview he just did a couple of days ago, and they were talking to him about how he's coming into it's so spooky. These artists are coming up and not even allowed to enjoy their success.
Yeah,
Triple
bro.
X, Matt Miller,
Pop Smoke.
Pop Smoke, King Von, Juice World. Like this is crazy. Like it's senseless, man. 26 years old. Just dropped a phenomenal album not too long ago. It was
just
great.
like what, last week or the week before last?
Like 2 weeks ago, getting all the accolades. Everybody's finally coming around, and he's getting more popularity, and he can't even be around to enjoy it. He was in Atlanta. They was shooting broke out in the parking lot, and it says he was one of the ones that got shot, didn't make it.
That's wild, bro.
That is nuts, man. Oh man, hip hop is the greatest thing and also the worst thing.
Yeah.
Because this is King Von is what hip hop is. Hip hop can take you out the hood. King Von, being from Chicago, literally named his new album Old Block. Came from Chicago, the heart, the hood, the trap, made it out. Only the reason he made it out is because he found hip hop. Found a way to become great at it, become so good at it that now people are recognizing you for your work. So now you get into the point where you don't have to hustle no more. You ain't gotta be in the streets no more. Matter of fact, you've gotten so much now you can take your family out of that situation. But then here comes hip hop again, because now that you are in hip hop, here comes the beefs, here comes the issues, here comes all that stuff that they try to mix in with hip hop that don't even necessarily start with you.
Right.
But now it involves you, and now it spills over into some real life. And now it ain't just Instagram videos and going back and forth. It's I see you, you see me. One of us is not coming out of here. And this is all from hip hop. Hip hop can take from you, it can give to you, but if you use it irresponsibly, it's like it's crazy. It's senseless to be that young, to have success coming, and then for you not to be here to enjoy it. Oh man.
Yeah, bro, it don't make no sense. I mean, but like you said, that's the nature of the beast, and then they've created this cycle, unfortunately we like to think of hip hop as more than entertainment. It has to be competitive. I can't see you win and be happy for you, and we just both win. We can't do that. That's a difficult feat for us. Like, we have to continuously be in this competition when it shouldn't really be that way. I get it. The nature of it was kind of built off of competitiveness and, trying to make it out of a unfavorable position,
right?
Being the best at what you do, where you do it. But at some point, we gotta get to a point where we can allow people to be successful and happy, and not look at them like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Because it's just like in sports, bro. Like, every time we see somebody get a new contract, there's a guy coming up right behind them saying, oh, well, I get more catches than him in a season, so I should get paid more than him. I mean, it makes sense, but at the same time, stop comparing yourself to that person. You know what I'm saying? Do you negotiate your contracts and just, handle your business? These kids is out here dying just because, like you said, most of the time it has nothing to do with them. It's simply,
it's just a way, man. It's man. I don't even want to go that deep anymore, but because hip hop has been built on this persona, and regardless of what we may say and how we try to change it, individuals outside the culture always try to push that narrative, and they say the only way for you to make it is to fit this narrative. It's a direct correlation between being violent, being thugged out, being all this, and
you got to be tougher than everybody.
Doing this in front of a camera and gaining success. You doing all this in front of a camera, and you hoping that people that see it think this is only for the cameras. And there's individuals out there that watch this. You getting all these views. You getting millions of views. Somebody out there is gonna think this ain't play, and the results are always gonna come back around. It's crazy, man.
That's unfortunate, though. I mean, thoughts go out to King Von and his people, his friends, family, close associates, everybody involved. Like we always say, we wish these type of things could stop, but I don't see the end to it. It's part of the environment we live in right now.
Yeah, man. Let's try to get on some
one thing I did see earlier today was we talked last week about Funk Flex, his rant about T.I. And I saw earlier today Benzino got it Flex.
Yep, right at him.
Yeah, Benzino got it Flex.
Yep.
Basically, all the stuff Flex was talking, Benzino was shooting
Called him
down.
out.
Like, yeah. Tip did a commercial. He said, would you not do a commercial? If you were in the situation he was in 20 years ago, 15, 20 years ago, would you not have done a commercial?
Yeah.
Now, if he also said that he didn't call Tekashi out for snitching. You know what I'm saying? He said, Flex, you didn't call Tekashi out for snitching.
Said you ain't call out 50.
You ain't call out 50.
He said you sitting around. He said you sitting around 50, you breaking bread with him and everything. Yeah. Didn't say nothing about it.
So
yeah, no, I saw that. Benzino. Yeah, Benzino, I saw that, and that was dope. Somebody from that region, somebody from that era, stepping up and putting Flex in his place, man. That's what That's what it's about. Another thing I saw was it's the 13-year anniversary for Jay-Z's American Gangster album. Shout out to hip hop. My bad, wrong button. But shout out to hip hop. Shout out to hip hop, man. For first of all, for a body of work to last that long and still be talked about, that's amazing. But American Gangster, Jay-Z album, 13 years. That album had Rock Boys on it. American Dreamin', which was a dope track to me. It had Blue Magic, which was a dope track to me. Hello Brooklyn, that's the one featuring Wayne. But 13 years ago today, man, American Gangster.
That's what's up.
Yep.
That's what's up.
Yep.
One thing I've seen over the last week, I think we've seen the 22nd anniversary of 400 Degrees Juvenile.
Yeah.
20-year anniversary of The Block Is Hot.
That's crazy, man.
You know what I'm saying? So
that album cover, that don't even look like, that's a whole different Wayne.
yeah. But I just love to see. I like to see that kind of stuff. I mean, it does make you feel a little old. You know what I'm saying? Because you be like, dang, I was really bumping.
Yeah.
And
when I
then,
wasn't supposed to.
yeah. But then again, it's like, man, but look how beautifully this music has grown. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Now those tracks can be samples, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's just the it's a
The
it's an
repurposing
evolutionary cycle, repurpose it, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Replant and reuse.
Yeah. And it's a beautiful thing for music, for hip hop, for the culture. And that's something like the nostalgia of it all. When you think about where you were when you were listening to these tracks, when you go down the track list and you're like, oh, I forgot that was on there. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a dope feeling.
Yeah. That's real dope, man. Hip hop, man, just to see where it's headed, see where it's been. We're in the generation where we didn't see the start of it, but we saw the beginning of it becoming what it is.
Yeah.
And
We saw it during that phase where it's like if we were just if hip hop was a person, we saw it during that phase when it was just finding its personality. It was developing. Like when a kid is like 12, 13 years old and a young boy's voice starts squeaking, you know what I'm saying?
And that's around the age where things happen and you actually remember it. Like, you don't remember stuff that happened when you're 5, 4 years old unless it was traumatic or, real life changing. But you get to that age, 10, 11, 12, you start remembering stuff. So it starts to make sense, start clicking. That's when we came around. And now we're old enough to see where it's going and pass it on to, the younger ones and help them, make the right choices with it. It's like we said, it's more than rap, more than popular music. It's the genre, it's a lifestyle, it's a culture. Like it's literally a lifestyle.
Yeah.
So shout out to hip hop, man.
Definitely big shout out to hip hop.
Hey, before we go, NBA bike. Yeah.
December 22nd.
December 22nd.
That boy LeBron said he cherry picking the whole first half of the season.
Dude, he gotta still be tired.
Yeah, he got to.
He got to still be tired. Ain't no way you ready to go. Well, they cut it down to 72 games, but ain't no way you ready for a 72 game season 60 days after you just won the chip.
I'm trying to set my boy up for the okey doke.
But I am excited because that means Splash Bros is coming back.
Yeah.
So the league about to be back on notice.
KD and Kyrie over in Brooklyn.
Yeah. Giannis getting ready to come down south, so we getting ready to have that duo down back home.
Mm-hmm. I heard a lot about that.
Yeah.
One thing that I've been
Boston staying pat, by the way, so that means they're gonna be. Yeah.
One thing that I've been talking about since last season was that I thought Danny Ainge was going to try to go and get Rudy Gobert.
Yeah, they still trying to do. I saw I did see that because I saw they talked about sending Gordon back to Utah.
Listen. I'm not saying I could be a GM. I'm just saying that I said it first. I said it when nobody else was saying it. I said it when nobody else was thinking it. And everybody's like, "Well, how you gonna get Rudy over there?" Hey, a lot of people don't even know that Rudy practices every day with one of our centers.
Who talking about Cancer?
Nah, he's practicing with Vincent Poirier. He was the rookie.
Yeah, I know you're talking about. Yeah,
he was a rookie. So we if we get Rudy and then we get him training up our man, come in the paint.
Irrelevant.
Come in the paint. Ain't no Bam. Ain't no Bam in our paint.
Anyways,
and Jimmy can hang it up too. This is he put too many miles on in the bubble.
Too much hate in your blood, bro. We are. Just know that next season the East go through us because we are the defending Eastern Conference champions.
Yeah. I got to give it up to y'all. Like I said, y'all played excellent in the bubble. The level of play was elevated crazy for y'all in the bubble. So y'all deserve the attention. I'm just saying that Everybody start off at 0-0, December 22nd.
Yeah, you're right. Absolutely. So we gonna find out. What you think about AB joining Tom Brady?
That's big. That's big. The only issue is I've seen a lot of people, a lot of fantasy people going crazy about it. Tom Brady don't throw the ball if you ain't open. And Tom Brady got a lot of weapons over there now. Of course, AB gonna get open. But Tom Brady
AB
is not
Tom
a
Brady's
he's not
favorite weapon.
he's
Already.
not if he can find that niche and be that slot receiver like Edelman or what was the other one he had before that?
Welker.
If
Both
he
of
can
them from
find that,
Dolphins.
if he can do his thing in that area, I think that'll be the best spot for him. But we know
If
how
you
that
want that locker room to stay tight, you better get that boy the ball.
goes. Hey,
That's all I gotta say. You better get that boy the ball.
I'm sure that while
He talking.
AB is,
I laugh because we weeks away from us saying that he's nuts, crazy, done, all this, and I'm reading the quotes from yesterday, and he says I'm a changed person because he's been talking to Tom Brady's specialist, and it's like, yo, you just started doing that. How you already? So it's only a matter of time.
hey,
It's only a matter
he's
of time.
living in Tom Brady's house right now. So I'm sure Tom Brady walk past him every day.
It's
Like,
only a matter of time.
Tom Brady, like, all right, now you're getting close. You better act right. I don't put a lot on the line for you to come to Tampa.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And no, we're not taking no trips down the road. You're not going home for the weekend. Stay in Tampa, bro.
Hey, look, I'm gonna tell you something right now. AB is that bad chick that come into the class and take all the attention and don't do no work, but still wind up getting all the good grades because everybody want to give her the answers because they don't want to get on her bad side because one day you hope she notice you. That's who AB is. AB, soon as Tampa signed him, he became that dude for Tampa Bay. There is a quote where Bruce Arians said it is not happening when they asked him if they was ever going to sign AB. Guess what?
Yeah.
AB called Tom Brady and said, your boy is ready. Tom Brady called up Bruce and said, hey, clear the space. My dog is ready. And all that talk about him not coming through, silent. Bruce Arians now, he trying to, oh, you gotta produce. He trying to be this stunt. Hey, look, man, we seen you say he ain't gonna come, and now he at the front door with his badge and everything, getting ready to stay for the however long he want to stay. So guess what? We know. It's a good look because we see Tom Brady. We see the success he's having. You know what I'm saying? And you can't deny it. So, because you see the success he's having, you see the lack of success that New England is having. Unfortunately, it's Cam Newton. And unfortunately, he's catching the brunt of it, which he shouldn't, because this is the same group of individuals who Tom Brady just played with last season, who everybody said was a trash group of individuals. And now they are a year older. They are a year less healthy. And they're playing with a guy who they didn't have all season with. And now you expecting him to have the same success as Tom Brady? Like, come on. But regardless of all that, it's Belichick. To me, I think we're all judging a little bit too fast because it takes Belichick a couple weeks to figure out the kinks to get everything together. I think it's going to be a click in the next week or two where it's going to start making sense to start, putting it together. But right now it's not. And so Tom Brady can do and say whatever he wants right now. And that's exactly what he's doing.
Yeah, I agree. I don't want to say it's over for New England just yet because, like you said, it's Bill Belichick. Buffalo look like they running off with the division though. Just the way they've been real explosive on offense. But I've also seen your Dolphins defense last week break the Rams. That was wild.
I'm not
They
sold
couldn't
on the
do
Dolphins,
nothing.
I'm not sold on them, but the defense did look good. I don't know how the team is responding to Tua because even though they did win his first game, he threw a touchdown, but the offense didn't do much after that. So they didn't win because of him. So you didn't get to see the offense really respond to him. So it's going to be interesting to see how all that play out. But this is valuable playing time, valuable experience. Throw him in the fire, get to see what he made of, and get to find out if this is the direction we're going. Because Trevor Lawrence is on the way. And if Tua ain't it, I didn't want Tua. Lawrence was I said tank for 2 years and get Lawrence in 2 years. So we get to find out. We get a whole half of a season to figure out how good he is and make a decision from there.
I see that. But the Jets ain't gonna start winning. So
They so trash, dog.
Matter of fact, New England finna get a win on the Jets this weekend.
Yeah, so it might click.
Yeah. So
and you see Trevor Lawrence already talking about something. He don't know if he coming out. We know what you waiting on. You waiting on to see if the Jets the number one pick.
Yeah.
If
but
the Jets get that first pick, that boy is staying.
Also, we've been seeing what COVID is doing to football. To like they canceling as far as NFL and college football, like 27 players on the Wisconsin Badgers team got it. They canceling games. Like they've come up with new protocols in the NFL so that they don't have to reschedule so many games. They just they monitoring the players real close and who they've been in close proximity to. Guys have to quarantine just because they were around another player too long and he tested positive. So they trying to get it together. They trying to give us a full season. They trying to, make sure we get a Super Bowl and a champion.
they stumbling to the finish line.
Yeah, we halfway there. It's gonna be a tough road, but
yeah, it's gonna be tough.
We're gonna see how it goes. That's another thing that I'm interested with the NBA coming back. You're saying you can't really have a bubble like that for the full season, for a 72 game season. So we're gonna see how that works. But the NBA usually is ahead of things when it comes to that. And we saw baseball with their shortened season. They gave us a World Series champ.
Yeah.
So
like you said, NBA is always ahead of things. I think they're gonna come up with a good plan to make sure individuals are safe. Maybe do a bubble, but allow families to be there, expand it. You know what I'm saying? So it could be a little bit better for the players. They'll come up with something. I saw them still talking about toying with doing the play-in tournament for that them last couple seeds, which I think would be innovative. It takes some getting used to because we're so used to that. After the 82, that's it. If you ain't that 8th seed, go home. So to see that 7th and 8th seed still got to fight the 9th and the 10th seed, it takes some getting used to, but it's dope basketball. It'd be competitive because we just saw Memphis and Trailblazers do it last year, and that was exciting basketball. So something like that. NBA is Adam Silver is ahead. You know what I'm saying? Like that boy, that man always got his finger on the pulse, always makes good decisions. So it's a dope thing to see happen, man.
Definitely.
So trying to see if there's anything else for us to get into this week, man. Shout out to everybody that's tapped in with us. YouTube, SoundCloud, the links are always available, always open. Shout out to everybody that's subscribing to us. Shout out to everybody that's liking to us. Shout out to everybody that's commenting. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your enemies, tell anybody, man. Help us double up. Appreciate the support that we've been getting. Like, subscribe, share this YouTube channel. YouTube.com.
It's only up from here, man.
Only up from here. YouTube.com. Search Everything's Legit Podcast. Full episodes and clips on there. Full episode audio on SoundCloud. So shout out to everybody that's tapped in with us, man, helping us get better. Shout out to you, my boy, for being on this journey with me, man.
Yes, sir. Make it back. We got to make it back around next week. We're going to keep it going.
Come on, man. You know we're going to be back around here next week, my boy.
Hey, it's your girl, Lady Hustle, and you are now tuned into Everything's Legit with Wise and Pitt.
My boy.
Like, what you thought? I was just sitting back, not rapping, nigga? You think niggas ain't get better? Like, what you said? I want me a meal to see just how it feel. Ain't worried about no bills, negotiating deals.
Buying me some shit, I'm stunning in this bitch, everything legit.
I want me a meal to see just how it feel. Ain't worried about no bills, negotiating deals.
Buying me some shit, I'm stunning in this bitch, everything legit.
Hey, I'm about biz, money where my mouth is, spliffy where my mouth is, smelling like ounces, but